JDev is back at it here to give everyone another fantasy football related video. Before the NFL season started this year, I did a couple fantasy football rankings videos ranking running backs and quarterbacks, and I figured why not give you guys a glimpse of how my fantasy football teams are doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into each one of my fantasy football teams, show you how they're doing currently right now. I have 4 of them, so hopefully this video won't take too long, but obviously I want to give you guys some indication of things. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll start with the team that I've had the longest, tell you what kind of league it is, and just show you all the guys I have and where I am in the standings. So we're going to start this off with the team I've had the longest in Yahoo, actually. I've had this team since, 2010, I think. This team name now is the Lostatics. Obviously, I'm mocking Lost, the TV show, which I really like. And I went into this past week 3-1, was in first place, had the most points scored, and then the Dallas game happened where Dak Prescott went down. Dak had been scoring me a lot of points, and now he is lost with that terrible, gruesome leg injury. So I signed David Carr on waivers. I have Gardner Minshew. I don't know if that's going to help, but here's my roster. Hopefully it will focus at some point. There we go. Can you switch angles? No? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't want to switch angles, but come on, you piece of shit. This is really annoying. Well, anyway, let's go. So Gardner Minshew, CeeDee Lamb. I love CeeDee Lamb. Chris Godwin. He hasn't done much for me yet this year because he's been hurt. Allen Robinson. I got Damian Harris off of waivers in week 2, and I think that's going to pay dividends for me as the season goes along here. Chase Edmonds, who I really like, and I hope he goes ham. Dalton Schultz, well, without Dak, I don't know how good he'll do, but who knows. God damn it. And then I've got Tyler Boyd in my flex, and then this week, my keeper is Alvin Kamara. He's on a bye this week, so I can't play him. And this year would be my last year keeping him as my keeper. I would have to keep somebody else or draft him if he's available. Who knows where he'll be. I got T. Higgins, Cam Akers, Jared Cook, J.K. Dobbins, Latavius Murray. There's the David Carr. And then I got Saquon Barkley off of waivers after week 3. I think that's awesome. I don't know for sure if I'll keep Saquon, but I'm leaning towards keeping him right now. I think the Giants will improve their offense, and my initial keeper would either be J.K. Dobbins or Cam Akers, but neither of them have actually went off yet. So hopefully one of them becomes an elite back or close to elite, and I can bank on them, but we'll see. So there's that team. As far as the standings goes, remember I was in first place after week 4, or before week 4 started. Now that we've had 5 weeks, my team is... I won't focus. I am in 4th place. I have the second most points scored. I beat Team Wobbles, who was on fire. And this guy drafted 2 kickers and 2 defenses in a regular redraft league with 1 kicker. I can't believe it. That's just stupid shit. So everybody's kind of neck and neck here. But I think I'll make the playoffs in this league. I might be a lower seed, though. We have 6 playoff teams, 2 byes. It's a lot of injuries, though, so maybe my team, I don't know. Dak was scoring me 40 points every week, so that really helped out. But there's that team, and I think I'll do good for that. Next up, the team that I've had the second longest is a My Fantasy League team. We keep a shitload of teams, our players. It's a dynasty league. I'm actually in a rebuilding mode. I had a team that I think was going to make the playoffs and not win, because there's one team in this league that is super elite. So I started cleaning house. I had Pat Mahomes. I traded Pat Mahomes. I had Michael Thomas. I traded Michael Thomas. And I got my new player out of the Michael Thomas deal. I got my franchise cornerstone. Silence of the Lamb. I love CeeDee Lamb, and this is before the season. This is before he could, he kind of had an elevated game. Oh, went ham. So, but here's the roster. We have a lot of players in this league. Focus, you piece of shit. Yeah, that works. I'll just tell you, I got Ben DiNucci, Case Keenum, Drew Lock, Jordan Tayumi, the guy that had COVID on KC, I don't even think he's on KC anymore. Rex Burkhead, Chris Carson, Austin Eckler, Mark Ingram, Dion Lewis, Jonathan Ward, James White, Damian Williams. I hope to trade either Eckler or Carson for a couple first-round picks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but that's the plan. Wide receivers with the guys that are currently on my roster that aren't on taxi squad, they're pretty bad right now. John Brown's consistent, but his numbers have fallen off. Dez Bryant, I should probably release Dez Bryant, but who knows. Taylor Gabriel, not signed by anybody right now. He's opted out, I think, with a free agent that opted out. N'Keal Harry, I actually still like N'Keal Harry, and I think he's going to be good. So I traded for him in the Nick Chubb trade. I got a first, a second, and N'Keal Harry for Nick Chubb. I don't know if it was a good trade, but I think it was, personally. Nick Chubb's old now. Deshaun Jackson, I got him for like a fifth rounder a couple years ago. So Isaiah McKenzie, again, my wide receivers suck. Emmanuel Sanders, I'm trying to trade him, but nobody seems to want him. And then Albert Wilson. Tight ends, Jordan Akins, Mo Alley Cox, Eric Ebron, Dalton Keene, Vance McDonald, Greg Olsen. My kickers, I hadn't won yet, and then fucking Gostkowski scored me like 27 points to make me win 1 week. So I'm 1-4 right now. But I have Gostkowski and Jason Sanders. We start defensive players, so I got Casey Hayward, Ryan Kerrigan, Cameron Hayward, Mike Hilton, who I don't even know who is, Janoris Jenkins, Desmond King, Marcus Peters, Marcus May, Jordan Poyer. Injured reserve right now, I have Sterling Shepard and Daniel Hunter. And then on my taxi squad, that's important players on my team. Justin Herbert, I love Justin Herbert. People laugh, but I traded Patrick Mahomes for Justin Herbert, Nick Chubb, T. Higgins, and 2 first-round picks. I think Herbert's going to be solid. Lynn Bowden might be something. Antonio Gandy-Golden, with the picks I had going into the season, they weren't very high, so that's why I have idiots like Lynn Bowden and Antonio Gandy-Golden, T. Higgins, and then, of course, C.D. Lamb. So this team, again, I'm 1-4 right now, and I hope to lose as many games possible because I want a shot at either Trevor Lawrence or, actually, I want Justin Fields. But maybe, if you look at recent drafts, the best quarterback ends up being like the third or fourth one drafted. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Let's just show you guys the standings. I'll show you guys this unbeatable team, too, that's in the league. I can't believe we have 2 undefeated teams. Gringo Mandingo's team isn't that great. There I am, 1-4. Then we have an 0-5 team. And then Mr. Irrelevant's 1-4 as well. We're going to be the worst teams. But look at this. This is the league manager's team. He's kind of made some trades that he benefits in, but look at his team. Focus, please. Teddy Bridgewater, Chase Daniel, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Russell Wilson. He just got Teddy Bridgewater. Le'Veon Bell, Malcolm Brown, Nick Chubb, Kenyon Drake, Ezekiel Elliott, Ronald Jones, and Alvin Kamara. His fucking wide receivers, he's got Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, T.Y. Hilton, DeAndre Hopkins, Deebo Samuel, Greg Ward if he does anything. He's got Zach Ertz, Austin Hooper, Jordan Reed, Jonnu Smith, Mason Crosby, Rodrigo Blankenship. He doesn't really have any good defensive players. Well, I guess Patrick Queen has scored him 63, almost 64 points, so I should take that back. No impressive rookies on this team, surprisingly enough. He hasn't had very many picks. He's got J.J. Taylor on his taxi squad, though. But this team is going to win for the next 3 years, probably. Next up, I have another My Fantasy League team. This team I'm doing pretty good in. Haven't had many crazy injuries. I had Cam Newton go on the COVID list, but I had enough players to back him up. So if you look at it, Derek Carr, Matt Stafford, Henderson, Hyde, Ronald Jones, Rasheem Mostert, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift. Waiting for Swift to go off. Then I got Robbie Anderson, Cole McLaurin, Kelvin Ridley, Allen Robinson, Laviska Shenault, Jonnu Smith, Darren Waller, Drew Lock's on my taxi squad, and Michael Pittman's on the injured list. I got to get Cam Newton off the injured reserve, too. So in that league, we can keep 3 players and have 1 taxi squad guy. And those 3 players that we keep, it's 2 picks above where you drafted them at. So I kept Terry McLaurin, Kevin Ridley, and Ronald Jones, and then I kept Drew Lock on my taxi squad. In that league, I'm in second place right now. I'm tied for first place, technically, but the first place team is the one that beat me. And he's loaded. He just got Russell Wilson and Jonathan Taylor in the week that he beat me for, like, nothing. Like, 1 first and, like, idiots. Like, I didn't think it was a fair trade at all, but nobody cared what I thought. But I'm just trying to show you guys the standings in that league. Give me a second here. Doesn't want me to do that for some reason. Come on. All right, we're almost done here. All right, there are the standings. Again, Locks lost to Ticks. Buck Cheap Brawlers is the one that beat me. That got Russell Wilson and Jonathan Taylor for a first and, like, scraps. I should probably end up with a bye in this league, I'm thinking. And maybe make... I'll definitely make the playoffs. It's just where I hope to get the bye. I might fall to the 3rd seed, though. Who knows? But there's that league. And then my newest league is another Dynasty league that I have. It's with Sleeper. And I think I have a pretty good team. I traded for Clyde Edwards-Helaire before the season started, once Damian Williams went on the COVID opt-out list. I should say the opt-out list, not the COVID list. And now Le'Veon Bell is signed with the Chiefs. So that may or may not hurt me, but here's my team in that league. I'm not a big fan of Deshaun Watson as far as like my main quarterback, but it is what it is. Miles Sanders, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Juju Smith-Schuster, Robbie Anderson, Zach Pasquale, Dalton Schultz, Chase Edmonds, Tom Brady, bench guys. Whoop. I got Mitchell Trubisky, Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, who I didn't expect to have anything this year, has been awesome. Gio Bernard, Carlos Hyde, Kerryon Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Mike Williams, Patrick Bourne. Those are guys I signed on waivers when I had guys hurt. Preston Williams, Jared Cook. I got Alan Lazard on waiver on injured reserve. Hopefully he comes back soon. And then there's the guys I have in my taxi squad. I activated Herbert, and then I traded T. Higgins. KJ Hamler, maybe something someday. Who knows? But I traded for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I gave like 3 first-round picks and T. Higgins. That was the only deal he would do. Probably a dumb trade, but I wanted to win this year. I thought my team was set up to win this year because I wasn't getting very many running backs in the drafts. So that was how I dealt with that. I'm like, okay, I'll get a win-now team and then kind of build from there. So we'll see what happens. As far as the standings for this league goes, I'm sure I'll make the playoffs. We have a lot of really good teams and a lot of really shitty teams. Right now, my placement is... I'm 5th. I don't know if that's where I'll end up or not. Again, Locks lost to Ticks. Here's the other shitty teams that I was talking about. 1-4, 0-5, 0-5, 1-4. It's an interesting league, though. So, there you have it. There is a look at all my fantasy football teams, all 4 of them. I think I have 3 good chances to make the playoffs, and I have 1 team that I like to rebuild thus far. Well, Justin Herbert. I already have Drew Lock. I need another quarterback. If I can trade Chris Carson or Austin Eckler for some more picks, try to get Justin Fields. Hopefully I don't win any more games. I'm going to have to get some magic to happen. It would be nice if Drew Lock would miss like a bunch of games up until like week 8. We'll see what happens because I play the team that I guess it doesn't really matter. The guy hasn't won a game yet, so we'd just be tied for record-wise, and I've scored more points than him. But I want to have the second worst record so I can get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. But then again, I have to research more of the quarterbacks because I'm not a big college football fan and see who's available that I might be able to get with a 3rd pick because I'm sure I'm going to end up with the 3rd pick. And then I have 2 other picks in the first round from 2 other people. So I have 3 first-rounders this year and 2 first-rounders next year, and then like a whole like 4 seconds and 5 seconds. So we'll see what happens in that, particularly the CD Lamb League, where my team name is Silence of the Lamb. So, hey, if you're a fantasy football fan and you like videos like this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody else that you think would be interested in listening or watching this particular video, go ahead and share the video with them. Let them know that they can share it with other people. If you have any questions, fantasy football related, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. Talk about anything you want. I will address every comment. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to this channel, join the team, show your support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will most certainly return.